Alright, now this is a fun map. You can reach just about anywhere on the map. Polar's just super duper small. Now, not that that's always helpful in the Nassau. Like I stated before, it's not good at long range. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact that its real world counterpart was a pre World War One dreadnought. It was made in 1909, which was 10 years before my grandmother was born, if that's showing my age any. And it was built with a different concept. They hadn't learned all the lessons of World War II, and they definitely hadn't started ballooning in size. So, compared to cruisers that you'll see at the same tier in this game, it's wider oftentimes, but but it's also oftentimes shorter and smaller, uh, and it has a very funky gun layout, but it does have that armor. All right, so now the first thing I'm seeing is this Danae. Right now, Danaes are neat, but they're not my favorite ship. They don't have very thick armor. They are agile, but they don't have very thick armor. That actually works to their benefit. I have a bad habit of overpinning Danaes. So what an overpin is whenever your AP shell goes clear through and doesn't detonate, which that one was a good penetration. It did its job. All right. But he's over here ducking and dodging, and he's hard to hit. So the Danae is fast, though. So it's got that going for it. But he's not faster than an artillery shell. So he can dodge, but he's not at a super long range, so. But there's a smoke screen in my way. And Campbelltown's right there. Now I've got to start thinking. So I hit the brakes, start doing some maneuvers, because I know that there's going to be a torpedo coming my way real soon. And I got 2 citadels on the Danae. I know it was the Brigader. There were the torpedoes I was just talking about, and I can't hit Danae. Campbelltown's there. I have AP loaded, but I use what I got available, and the secondaries finish them off. So there was that first kill of the game, and close quarters medal. So 2 medals off the bat. So I'm seeing Danae. I really want to take him down. But I noticed my secondary start hitting. So I'm going to start banking hard left to avoid any kind of torpedoes or whatnot coming my way. Looking at the mini map, I see there's a cruiser over there. I see there's a destroyer over there. So I get instantly nervous about torpedoes. And I take a glance back. I do see him. Danae's almost dead. Brigader's almost dead. Bogatir? I'm not really sure. Never sure how to say these names. Alright. So he makes the mistake of coming at me broadside again when he's already almost dead. I want to get that double kill, but I can't get the guns lined up fast enough. Fire it off. And he's done. So there's 2 dead. For a grand whopping total of 3. 2 cruisers, 1 destroyer. Now, I'm going to shoot at this Orion, but once again, not going to do a lot of damage. But I'm also not super duper concerned about him because he's shooting HE. So, then I see this Kuma here. Now, he got worked over by my secondaries earlier. And I guess he decided to hide. While I was dealing with Campbelltown, that's who my secondaries were shooting at. Get him a couple of times around the corner, and he takes off running. So, those secondaries have some just nasty range. Shooting at that Orion from way over here. Now I see Ishizuchi. Ishizuchi. But I'm more worried about torpedoes right now, and I want to get him before he has a chance to get him off. So I'm getting him as soon as I get around there, and I'm successful. He is down. Now I figure I'll pop off a shot, but then I realize, oh, my team doesn't know what they're doing. They've all went way over to the west side. They're going around A. This is the one place where like all three zones are touching and they take up 75% of the middle of the map. It's hard to avoid going in a zone. But they put in the effort, every single one of them, to go all the way around A and just not capture it. So I figure I'll at least take back B. I'm right here. It's easy. And it'll stop them from accumulating points. I'd hate for them to have a point lead. Now, running into this cruiser was actually 100% intentional. You see that little gap? I've torpedoed so many battleships through it. In that V-25, I was worried he had done the same to me. But he did not. And instead, I just looked stupid. But my thought process was if he put torpedoes through there, that would either A, slow me down before I hit them, or if they'd been fired at me too soon and I wouldn't have had time to dodge, they would have blocked them. Or at least that was my thought process. But like I said, it didn't come to fruition. Instead, I just ran into a sinking ship and looked like an idiot. Now, I kind of wanted to run straight through there and go after him, but I wanted to capture the zone. And I knew I couldn't make a right-hand turn, so I figured I'd swing out all the way to the left and do what I could that way. But I figure nobody else on my team is doing anything, so I might as well go over there and capture C. Next up, I'm taking a peek at this Orion and this V-25. I pop off a shot, get my guns lined up, pop off another shot. I mean, destroyers are hard to hit at long range in general, and this thing's so wildly inaccurate. I just didn't assume it was coming. Now, the reason you see me tapping, that's auto aim. That's how you engage it. Useful trick. I look back over at Orion, and the destroyer that was close to him is now gone. But the Orion is taking a lot of damage. So it appears that he's flooding. Now, normally, I don't condone suicide runs by destroyers. It's just not the way to do things. But, there was only 2 people left on the team. We are now up by 3 ships. They got 1 destroyer. We got, 2 battleships, a destroyer and a cruiser. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but it still takes you out the game. So now I'm looking around. I see this V-25 over here, but one of our destroyers is close. I honestly don't pay the situation much attention at first. But then I notice some things, and I'll point it out as I see it. The first thing I do is I notice that the opposing destroyer went dark. Next up, I'll see some torpedoes come out. There they went. And I'm wondering why he's blind firing. Then I look at him and realize he's got a sliver of health. So I'm going to be dealing with this guy pretty much on my own because he's not very smart and he decided to shoot. He doesn't have enough hit points to back it up. He returns fire. And I start shooting at the V-25. And our destroyer friend is dead. He decided to charge. I don't know why that's such a common tactic, but it's not a good one. It's not a good one at all. Alright, and the secondaries are going to come in for the win. Bam. Kraken unleashed. Gotta love it. Well, that was my 3rd Kraken for the day. I enjoyed my triple feature. 2 close quarters expert and high caliber, first blood, Kraken. Got so many medals today, it's unreal. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye.